Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James here.
Hey.
And, everyone right now in the world is talking about this whole Tylenol, autism thing. And it really got, so a certain person, he who shall not be named, stated that acetaminophen, because surprisingly I can say it correctly, better known as Tylenol. Yeah. Isn't that weird how sometimes you'll give me a word and you think I'm just going to fuck it up, but I can actually say it.
Well, especially words that don't play well with a slight lisp, like acetaminophen.
Yeah, this one's goal in life is for everyone to know that I have a slight lisp.
Well, they just heard it.
He feels the need to tell any and everyone, and I tell you what, it has gotten worse with age because it's very, very, very slight. Mm-hmm. But with age, you can hear it a little bit more.
I think it's funny that anytime somebody has something like that, the word that describes it is a word
makes it worse.
That absolutely highlights it.
Yeah, lisp.
Lisp. Why couldn't it be called tongue trick?
Tongue trick. Like you wouldn't be able to tell. Or,
exactly.
I don't know if you guys watch Little Women Atlanta, but you had Andrea who dated Chris, and she has a horrible lisp, and so she would say Chris. It's Chris. So literally anyone from anywhere, if they're talking about that show, they only spell it Crith.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris. So anyway, back to what we were saying. Some people are claiming that women who take Tylenol while they're pregnant, their children will have autism. But this is what they claim. Now, as an expert of taking medicines and overtaking medicines, and at time abusing medicines, I will say this. If there is a link between Tylenol and autism, my daughter Skylar should be the most autistic fucking person on the planet. Because when I tell you, when I was pregnant with her, I popped those things like they were Tic Tacs. And I'm not just talking about regular Tylenol. I'm talking about extra strength Tylenol, regular Tylenol, Tylenol PM, Tylenol allergies, Tylenol arthritis. I took them all throughout my entire pregnancy. And let's not mention Ambien and any other kind of sleep aid that the doctor would approve me for. Like, I lived off Tylenol. I'm like, to me, if I'm in pain and distress, I'm causing distress to my child. Little did I know it could have possibly been given her autism. The point is, I don't believe that. A lot of people don't believe that.
The science doesn't indicate that at all?
No, there's no... And again, if there's ever a case study to be done, I think me and Skylar should most definitely be on there because, I just took Tylenol. And I know some women, when they're pregnant, they don't take anything. They just suffer. I don't think God put me on this planet just to suffer, especially when there's medicine at Walgreens that I could go take to help me out. And Skylar came out perfect.
Yeah, and on the flip side, Jackson's mom didn't take, she was one of those don't take anything.
People may not know who Jackson is.
My son, my autistic son, actually. So,
yes.
Yeah, if you don't know by now on this show, wow.
Well, so, you know what? Sometimes we get new people here, and I think when we go into the Gab, we're going to discuss that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So she was one of those don't take any kind of medicines unless, like, life-threatening.
Yeah.
And Jackson came out, he's high-functioning, but the boy's autistic.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. I love him, but he's the opposite side of take absolutely nothing, and,
Me and Skylar were on the... total opposites of that.
You virtually OD'd on everything over the counter.
I just didn't do crack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I don't want no crack, baby. Oh, give me a Tylenol, baby.
I never did it. I just smelled it.
Yeah. But no, I remember my mom saying that child's gonna come out addicted to Tylenol. And the funny thing about it is, she's one of those people who really doesn't like to take medicine at all, like
supplements and vitamins.
Yeah, give me everything. I want to feel good. To give me something just to walk outside. Give me another pill just to drive my car. Like, I give it to me all. Like, I am going to keep scientists and inventors of medication in business always. Like, I have always been that way. I can't help it. I mean, I just feel like, it's legal.
I mean, it's better living through chemistry. I mean, it's a real thing.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you're a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, and I hope that you are, it is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
All right. So you guys know that I have been doing this podcast for a few years now. And you've also heard me on other podcasts throughout the years. And I have always taken pride in my reviews for my podcast. Unfortunately, I only think to check the reviews on iTunes because I don't have Spotify or anything like that. So if you leave me reviews over there, producer James is probably going to be the one who sees it, but I do iTunes. And I've only gotten three as of a week and a half ago, bad reviews. Okay. And ironically enough, that 2 of those 3 bad reviews had to do something with Todd Chrisley.
Yep.
Imagine that. So someone, I'm not going to mention their name, jumped all over my ass. Okay. Jumped over my ass and said, basically, how dare you take up for the Chrisleys? They're criminals. They're horrible people. They were in prison. And I went, who's there? New listener? Because because like that literally had to be the first time you've, well, and here's the thing. This is what makes it even worse. The person said, I've been a long time listener.
Yeah.
So in that long time, have you ever left me a good review? Or did you just, you know what I mean? So this person was highly upset about me taking up for the Chrisleys, which I don't remember taking up for anyone. I said what I thought. Look, there's nothing that Todd Chrisley can do to make me not love him. Period. Point blank. Thank you, Trump, for getting him out of prison. That is one thing that we can agree on, is that Todd Chrisley did not deserve to be in prison. He's a criminal. I have made a career out of talking about and making fun of criminals, like Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Love During Lockup,
Real Housewives of various
franchises, Prison Brides, Inmates to Roommates, Family Lockup. I do prisoners. I mean, I don't do them. I don't do them. But yeah, I love a good prison show. I love a good prison story. The only thing, I don't get why this person was so upset. Like, I didn't say, hey, Todd, what you did was right. I never said those words, because if he's guilty, he's guilty. I just don't, I feel like he could have been on house arrest for what he did.
So I think one sentence in this review pretty much sums up why they're not happy.
Okay.
It says, so I'll just read the review real quick. So, longtime listener, but why are you celebrating the Chrisleys' release from prison? They are crooks. Only reason they're out is because their MAGA family paid the orange man off. Really disappointed in this. I think that last sentence is kind of...
Which, again, are you new here? I cannot be less MAGA. You know what I mean? But at the same time, and I think this is why this came up in this review, I said, and maybe I praised her, and I'm still going to, Savannah Chrisley bugs. Okay, she bugs the fuck out of me. But I will continue to give her credit for doing whatever she could to get her parents out of prison, which is funny because when I said that, I said also I would personally snort coke off a homeless man's dick to get a loved one out of prison too. Now, I mean, I feel like that would be worse than something to really say you're disgusting, like you're gross. But I'm not going to. No, here's my thing, and this may sound horrible. There are like 30 million podcasts out there. There's a lot. There's some that all they talk about is how much they hate the Chrisleys. That's not this podcast. Todd Chrisley is one of the funniest people I've ever met. Should he have committed the crime? Absolutely not. I didn't put him out of prison. I'm not praising him. I'm just saying, high five, glad you're back. You know, he did serve prison time. I personally thought that they gave them too much prison time for their crimes.
It kind of felt like an example.
It was most definitely an example because I know for a fact there's drug dealers, like fentanyl drug dealers, that don't get as much time as the Chrisleys got.
Right.
I can't. You're probably going to leave me a 1-star review again. So you know what? Everyone else who still kind of likes me and they like the Chrisleys too, go ahead. If you're enjoying the show, leave me a 5-star review because I don't think I deserve that one.
Well, here's another surprise, folks. We hope every day Joe Exotic gets out of prison.
I want him to do another documentary.
Yes.
He is a horrible, disgusting person. And if you know me, if you're not new here, I love animals. I love animals more than I love humans, and I mean humans in my family. I love the animals more than anything. The people in my household are always jealous of the love, attention, and affection that I give to my animals. They can do no wrong. They are perfect in my eyes. They can look at me with a cock eye and I'll give them my debit card. I would give them the keys to my car. I would let them drive me. They're in my will. That's how much I love animals, okay? However, Joe Exotic is a very charismatic criminal, and I think that is entertaining. What he did, fucking horrible. Like, I would throat punch him if I met him in real life. Actually, I did meet him in real life.
You did?
I did, and did not know who he was, and you're probably going to get mad, but I couldn't help it. So Skylar was little, like early elementary, right? And I don't even know how I found out about this. I guess that's when people used to still put up signs, hey, here you can do this, or here you can do that.
Yeah, signs and flyers.
So there was a sign at one of our local malls, and it said, come meet and hug a baby lion, a baby tiger, and a baby bear. Who am I to deny my child that opportunity? That is an opportunity that is not going to come any given day. So I paid my $25, I think $10 extra for her to pet him, and took my kid right on over there. Now, I felt bad that the animals were in cages. I'm like, please set them free. Like thinking of an exit plan that I could do. But I don't even know if Skylar remembers this shit, but it is programmed in my memory as one of the best moments ever. It was horrible and disgusting, and it took me to watch the documentary. I was like, motherfucking rat bastards. I took my child to when they were doing like their traveling thing. I didn't know the animals were being treated badly. I really had no idea. Had I known then what I know now,
you would have protested.
I would have protested it.
Exactly.
Like big time protested it. I would not have taken her there. I'm like, bitch, we going to the zoo. Like, I just would. But again, when you have a kid, you go goo goo gaga over every little thing because you want to be the best parent and give your child all these experiences. None of her other friends got to hold a baby bear. None of her other friends got to hold a baby tiger. Nope. She did though.
Best mom ever.
Me as a mom to her, I wanted her to always have the best experience. Even if it was a little bit illegal. I didn't know that then, so please don't judge me. But yeah, she got to do that. What I pay, Joe, is I would never pay money to see anything that Joe Exotic does. I already pay for Netflix, so if his documentary's on there, I'm not paying extra to see his shit. But that was a very fascinating time, and it helped us get through COVID. I'll say that.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, hearing your story about, the baby tigers and everything, I don't know if I feel as bad when my dad took me to my first chicken fight when I was 10.
That's horrible. Like, he has told me things like that, and I don't talk to him for a day.
I born country, man. That's
like, I don't even think, like, the huskies that, the sleighs, they pull the sleighs.
Yes, sled dogs.
That is animal abuse to me.
That's how people survive, though.
We don't need to survive that anymore. We got snowmobiles. We got four-wheelers.
We got planes,
trains, automobiles. Yeah, I think that animals are put here to bring joy to us. I don't think they should have to work. Like, my husband grew up on a farm or a ranch, whatever you want to call it, and the animals worked. To me, that is abuse. Are you giving the animal a fucking paycheck at the end of every 2 weeks?
Food, water, and shelter, yeah.
No. No. I want a baby cow to sleep in the bed with me at night. That is how much I love animals.
Well, you got a bear.
A mangy bear. A mangy bear straight out of hibernation, doesn't know where his is. His paws are still crooked from sleeping for like a whole year. He's weird. He has stank breath and all that. Yeah, if you want to say I lay next to a bear every night, you're actually quite correct. So to that person, I'm sorry you were offended. But then again, I'm not sorry you were offended because I don't think I said anything offensive. So, anywho.
Sorry, not sorry.
I have to I just feel like if you're going to leave me a bad review, you should have had at some point left me a good review. Because now you're being a negative Nancy. And nobody likes a negative Nancy. So, but thanks for listening. So, our country is severely divided. You know what I mean? Our country, we cannot agree on anything. We have friends who have been friends for like 30, 40 years who are no longer on speaking terms because one person is part of this side, another person is part of that side. Now, Jamaica has done something to unify their country. And it is the smartest shit I've ever seen, and I feel so dumb as a country that we didn't unify and do what Jamaica did, because Jamaica is out there uniting the country, saving lives, and just making,
Just making the world a better place.
A better place. Like the children are the future in Jamaica. I don't know what our kids are here, but Jamaica has put a ban for all students from wearing edges and baby hairs. Give it up for Jamaica, everyone. Give it up for Jamaica.
80.
Why did we not? That is like the smartest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Because this bullshit, baby hair belongs on babies, okay? Not full-grown women where you gotta fucking cut it, spray it down, gel it down, tie it down. Everywhere you go, your baby hair shouldn't touch your eyebrows. Your baby hair shouldn't be hard. That shit is stupid. Like, it is so over. They're getting worse. They're not baby hairs. They are adult hairs that you are shaping to appear as though they are baby hairs. Baby hair, now don't get me wrong. I love fucking baby hair. A person who has natural baby hair, that is something that I've always been envious of. Like, I fucking love my nieces. Oh, those little mulatto babies of mine. They have baby hairs, and I love it. I love it when I get to do their hair because I get to tame their baby. That's real baby hair. You having to get a bristle brush to pull out, the edge of your hair.
So for us that are, now you do have a portion of your, audience that is male.
Yeah.
A small portion. But what exactly is an edge and a baby hair?
Well, the edge is the edge of your hair, where the hair stops growing. That's your edge. Now, baby hairs are natural hairs that where the edge is. There's little bitty cute hairs that just lay down and are pulled out, just naturally. Okay, and really, I don't need to have to explain that because I feel like the men that do listen to my show are gay men, and they already know. So I think we were just kind of, re-explaining it for you, the one straight man who probably listens to my show.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, but it is like so distracting. Like it could be the most beautiful woman in the world. She can have on the baddest outfit. And I'm going to be like, bitch, why is your baby hairs crunchy? Like, because baby hair is not supposed to be crunchy. Because you're not supposed to have to put on gel. Like, they are going out and inventing gels just for baby hairs. Baby hair doesn't require work. It shouldn't require. They have brushes that have been designed just to do this. Like, it is like an abnormal. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up baby hair brush. I'm looking up baby hair oil. Hair holy shit.
There's a lot of products to make women walk around and look fucking stupid. That shit looks so hood to me. And then you have the white girls trying to do it too. I'm like, come on. It is. I'm surprised we're still doing this. Like, this has been going on for the last 5 years. I kid you not. I was watching an episode of Love After Lockup, and the girl had her baby hairs. Like, baby hairs are little. They're not super thick or anything like that. Her baby hairs met up with her eyebrows.
Wow.
I have seen hairstylists bring the fake baby hairs down, swoop them, loop them, get the eyebrow hair, swoop it, loop it to connect the two. That is not art.
I see what you're saying
here. Yeah, it's not, and it is very, very distracting. And I cannot even. I'm so glad I don't work in the schools anymore, and I had to deal with this. I can imagine it is very problem causing in the classroom, because these bitches are probably pulling out their little Clinique mirrors and their little brushes, swooping that shit to make sure it's down. If you have to wear a band around your edges all the time, you shouldn't have edges. Because you know why they do that? It's because it's glue that's helping it to lay down. That's why I don't wear a wig. Like, because if I were to wear a wig, they would have to have bangs. I wear hair extensions, yeah. But the one time I did wear a wig, I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, because you have to have the fucking edges laid out so it covers up the lace of the wig. And that is mostly what these people are trying to do. You know, get a hair growth serum or something.
So Jamaica bans it for students. Like, we're talking like elementary school or through high school. I mean, just basically students in public schools, I guess.
Well, this just turned awkward. You know damn well I never read a full article. If everything that you want me to know about the situation needs to be in the headline, because that's as much as I'm going to read. Now, I love the fact that I have a lot of listeners who I correspond with on social media, because they will like send me something. I'm like, well, what's the article say? Because I'm not going to read the entire article. I don't have time for that. I swear to God, I have adult ADD. I just can't concentrate. I don't have time for that. I think that bans students. So, well, unfortunately, that doesn't mean the teachers. I guess the rule doesn't apply for the teachers, but you got to start somewhere. Sometimes you have to start small to grow. I bet you by the end of 2025, all of the island of Jamaica's an island, right?
Yes, it is.
All of the island of Jamaica everyone on the island is not going to be able to wear baby hairs unless they are natural.
So the school that did it, so this was St. Andrew High School for Girls in Kingston, Jamaica, stated the ban is to promote a neat and school-ready appearance.
Yeah.
While critics argue it polices black girls' identity and cultural expression.
It doesn't. It don't. We have plenty of other shit we can do with our hair. That's all I'm going to say. Like, we black women, we will be okay without the fake baby hairs. I mean, we got wigs, braids, dreadlocks, natural hair, straight hair. No, they're not. I agree with this one. I do. Speaking of, you just mentioned an all-girls school. I was floored by y'all's reaction to my Catholic school stories. Like, I had no idea that you guys would love those stories so much, and everyone's like, please bring back more stories. So I really got to think hard, because I have smoked some weed in between those times, and I will really have to sit down and think of some more stories, because there's lots. And the interesting thing about it is though, you know, I was telling those stories. I don't even think those stories are funny. I just thought that shit was weird. So I will most definitely, I may actually reach out to some of my friends who went to the same school and see if they have any stories for us to share. I mean, so I appreciate the positive feedback and reviews that you guys sent in about the Catholic school stories. It's wild.
Yeah, maybe you could do like, you know, you do your little dressing over 40 segments online. Maybe you could just like drop quick Catholic school stories the same way. Yeah,
I guess so, because I mean, even while we're sitting here talking, I mean, there was fights, there were affairs. I think I told you the other day we were watching something. It was Back to the Future, and I'm like, I don't know what it was about this fucking movie, but every time it was movie day, They made us watch Back to the Future, which we know goes against so many things that Catholics believe, including incest, but maybe they were sending out a warning calls for us, like, kids, this isn't right. We know you guys hear about it a lot going on in the Catholic Church, but it's not okay. It's not right. It's not okay.
It's a mortal sin to go back in time and almost hook up with your mom. We'll just make that clear.
Yeah, but I have never watched Back to the Future in real life because it didn't have to. Because we watched it and then we didn't just watch it. We paid to watch it. They took our money to watch that 50 cents. For us to go to movie day, and we would go to movie day to watch fucking Back to the Future. And then I was telling James, I thought about, we would always have a school talent show. And I came up runner-up in our school talent show, and you're like, well, what did you sing? Like Hail Mary, something, Oh Happy Day? It's like, no. I did a dance performance and a lip sync to Janet Jackson's Nasty Boys. Okay, with white leather pants, a white leather vest, and fucking hooker boots. Okay, and James is like, well, how old were you? I'm like, early elementary, maybe second grade. Okay, so I don't know.
Collars and tiaras kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't know whose fault it was, my mom for having me dress up like a fucking street hooker, or for the school for allowing it, because they knew I was doing it because we had fucking practice. So they knew the song, they knew the lyrics, and I guess it was no surprise, that I came dressed up like that. And then I only got beat out by a kid who was in 8th grade. So I still got a prize.
Please tell me they did like the Nasty Boys greatest hits.
Oh, man. Like I wish that I could
know what that act was.
I wish I could remember what their performance was. But I remember it was like, you got robbed. I was like, I did get robbed. Walking around half chafed because I've got on fucking white leather pants. I mean, that outfit was bad. Like, I would love to have that outfit right now because it was for an adult. I don't know what my mom, at least she had
it in your size.
I don't know. I told you my mom was a shopaholic.
I don't know.
Well, you know how she's a shopaholic now. She was really bad back then. Who fucking knows? She probably went to the Galleria at Neiman Marcus and found that fucking outfit for me.
I didn't know Neiman Marcus had like a kid stripper section. That's
well,
awesome.
I was never really kid sized.
You can't say that when I'm taking a drink of something.
I was never really kid sized. I think we've had this discussion that I was always, in the line part of the bigger kids. That has been me throughout life. So yeah, it probably was like
the girl version of Husky.
Yeah, maybe it's probably an adult small.
Okay.
So yeah, you're right. That was not. But thank God she had a tank top underneath the fucking vest.
Well, thank goodness.
Maybe if she had it, I would have got first place. Well, she showed a little boobage right there, though. So yeah, first place. So yeah, I will most definitely try to think of some other stories to tell you guys. So we always in this house, someone's always watching something, and then we'll tell each other about it. And unknown number. I don't go out really seeking documentaries and things like that, but if someone like recommends it to me more than 2 or 3 times, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. I knew I was in trouble when it was all white people. I was like, here we fucking go. Here we go. This is about to be some outlandish bullshit, okay? And it was. I was correct. So Unknown Number is about this girl who's in high school in this very, very, very small town. And she starts getting these text messages from an unknown number. They start off kind of like, this girl is dating this guy. Leave him alone. He really likes me. Your hair is stringy. You're ugly. You're a beanpole. Shit like that. This is not exact wording from the show, but you get it. And so then the guy she was dating would also get text messages too. So they started off kind of like, okay, there's some mean girl here at the school who's fucking with me, who's probably, here we go, jealous of me. Girl, it wasn't nothing to be jealous about. The girl had like no boobs, no hips, no nothing. Like, it was just odd that they would pick this particular girl to pick on. But then the text messages started getting pretty fucking nasty. Like, oh, your boyfriend likes to finger me and then taste it. Oh. you're ugly. Go. They get to the point where it's go kill yourself.
Fuck.
Every day, like, go kill yourself. You don't deserve to live. You're horrible. You're ugly. No one likes you. Quit hanging around us. So it really starts to look like it's someone in the school, right? So the girl's mom and the guy's mom, they're like at the school because the boys getting them too. Like it's like in the middle of the night and they're just getting like horrible. You need to break up with that girl. You would be better with me. Then she would tell the girl like, I saw what you wore today. How could you wear that? You're so disgusting and ugly. You don't deserve to live and all this kind of stuff. Well, let's say that there was not pictures to this. We didn't know how these people looked. We're just basing it off what was said here, okay? The moms are involved. And the moms are like, oh my God, principal, look at these text messages, principal, can we see it? Had this been black people, can you imagine Skylar Holman coming to me, Keisha Owens, and say, hey mama, some unknown person is texting my phone, calling me ugly, saying I'm worthless, telling me to go kill myself, how ugly I looked. Do you know how differently that would have gone? I would have gotten a phone. Bitch, I don't know who the fuck you think you playing with. But in about 2.5 seconds, you better go run and hide. Because I got the hound dogs ready for your ass. I will throw punch you. I will snatch your trachea out for fucking with my kid, you dirty, low down, on your head, basket hound looking bitch. I would have made the caller have to go to therapy. Like, it would not have been a problem again. So here's another funny thing. The girl's mom and the boy's mom, the principal's like, the principal, who's this big guy, you could tell he was a fucking probably a jock in high school who's gained weight. He even said, I read those and was like, oh my God, they are disgustingly, like they talk about cum, all kinds of shit, okay? And so the principal's like, well, why don't y'all change the kids' phone numbers? They didn't want to do that.
Oh, really?
Neither one of them. Why should they have to change their phone? I don't fucking know. Change the phone number and say, hey guys, I got a new phone number. Here it is. How hard is that? Right. So the kids, like, it causes issues with the kids. They end up breaking up. He starts dating another girl. The person starts attacking that girl. But also at the same time, it's still sending the original girl horrible text messages, okay? Jeez. And it's not just one or two. It'll be like 36 text messages while she's at school, okay? Yeah. So you've still got these two moms, going to the police and then sometimes suggested that it may be a person. Because, of course, there was a mean girl and she had half a snout as a nose. So she was fucking mean. And it wasn't her. Surprisingly, it wasn't her because she just so happened to not like the original girl. That's what I'm just going to call her. So it gets so bad. It's like a big town issue at this point, right? So the police officer, the head guy, and here's the thing. If you live in a little bitty town, the sheriff ain't gonna be able to figure out fucking nothing. He could tell you who your mama's fucking on the side, but he ain't about to crack no codes, okay? So of course he has to go to the FBI. So the FBI comes down here and they really get into cracking on shit. Guess who the sender was of all the text messages?
Who?
The original girl's mom.
Her mom?
Her mom.
Her mother?
Her mother.
She was sending all these messages?
She was sending, maybe her mom took Tylenol while she was pregnant with her, and that's why she's such a fucking cunt. Yes, the mom was doing it the entire time. Not only was she doing that, we found out that she had lost her job. They had almost lost her house. Her husband's thinking that she's still going to work. Okay, but there's no paycheck coming in. So what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, how do you not notice that she's not bringing in money? But she would go to the school because she was like a volleyball assistant, volunteer mom, one of those types. And she would like see where the girl was. She's like, oh, I see you with your ugly ass. I mean, your stupid pink shirt. It's coming from her. And I don't know how many times she told this girl to go fucking kill herself.
Jesus.
Her mother.
That's insane.
That is absolutely, and of course she, got in trouble. They came and arrested her for it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, that's stalking.
Yeah, and
cyber stalking.
Cyber stalking. But okay, let's. This is a fucked up situation. Let's act like it isn't totally fucked up, okay?
Okay.
Let's just say the text messages about the boyfriend finger banging another girl and this, and that. Let's just say that's good. That's okay. We can get over this. Not really, but I'm just saying. The lesser of two evils. Okay. But telling your kid to go fucking kill themselves?
No.
Your daughter.
No.
A mother-daughter relationship is one of the most important relationships that there is. And you're constant on the daily telling this girl, go kill yourself. At what point do you start typing? I mean, because don't get me wrong, there's been times that I'm typing Scholar and I'm like, I'm about to tell this bitch out. She rolled her eyes at me this morning. She slammed the door in my face this morning. I'm about to go all the way out on her. And then you type, you say, but that's my baby. And you just go delete. Not this hoe. What if the girl had really killed herself?
I mean, yeah. Because
when it came down to it, she's like, oh, it's for attention. Like it started off for one reason, then it was attention, and it's kind of like the thrill of it all. Horrible.
Did the documentary?
She went to prison.
Yeah, she did. But was she on the documentary?
Yes, and she fucking looks like who is it? What's the little bug-eyed, cockeyed squirrel from Sloth from?
From Ice Age.
That's what she looks like. So you don't even have to look her up. Okay. I just told you she looks like Sid with a wig on.
Oh, Sid. Oh, the sloth.
The sloth. Sid the sloth.
Oh, yes, she does.
Do you see? Very Sid the sloth.
Oh my God, she sure does. Kendra Lakari.
Yeah, maybe she's got a little sloth in her. Maybe that's what's wrong with her brain. I don't know. But yeah, she was on a documentary. And the saddest part of it all. Jesus. She and the daughter still communicated while she was in prison. Oh, I love you so much. It was always like, I love you so much. Do you love me so much? You got off the phone. You didn't tell me how great of a mom I was. How much you love me. It's always about her.
Oh my God. And
that poor girl said, I still want a relationship with my mom. I love her. Bitch, is on site every time I fucking see you. I don't care if it's Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas Eve dinner. I don't care if we're at church. I'm going to beat your fucking ass every time I see you, Mom. Like, how? Like, no. And I just felt my heart actually cracked a little bit when the girl's like,
oh, man.
I said, but the mom will do something else. Like, for sure the mom will do something else horrible and disgusting, manipulative, and the girl will want to have nothing to do with her.
That is just fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is. Here's another one. So Southwest Airlines, these are the motherfuckers that still don't even have like reserve seating.
Well, they do now. So they got.
Well, they weren't the last time I flew. So in my head, and these are the peanut giving people. You don't get no choice. You want a cookie? You want a granola bar? Do you want a Sprite? Do you want a Coke? You just get fucking peanuts and water. Okay. So I just feel like this is so outlandish what they're trying to do. So Southwest Airlines is saying they're going to start making plus-size passengers buy 2 tickets. I feel if the person's size does not affect whether or not the airplane can take flight, I don't think they should get charged an extra ticket.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Having someone who has flown a lot in his life, I mean, there is a certain level of plus size that somebody really does take up 2 seats.
Here's my thing. Unless you're in first class, you're going to be uncomfortable to some level on a flight, okay? I can say this from someone who hit 355 and flew. Now, it was tight. It was tight. It was most definitely, I need to stretch my legs out. But I wasn't spilling into the other person's seat. Oh, I was spilling into the other person's seat?
No, you weren't.
James, watch your eyes. I was spilling into your seat?
No, you were not. But have you ever flown next to someone who is? Spilling into your seat. Where they're literally, where their sides are literally rubbing on your side.
Well, no, because when I get on a plane, I make sure not to sit on the row with the plus size person that I see.
I'm just saying that is the absolute truth of what can happen. And
but then what is plus size? So now you're going to have to say exactly what do you mean plus size? Okay. Because technically I'm plus size because I'm a size 10, 12. So when you're in the double digits, that means you're plus size.
So let's see what they say.
Because you know I didn't read the article.
I know.
So here's my thing. Now you're going to have this big debate about what is truly plus size. Now I'll say this. When I flew when I was 355, it is already an embarrassing situation. Because people see you and they kind of I hope that person doesn't sit next to me. Or you could be flying with your husband who's supposed to love you and be your protector, and they raise their hand, get on the fucking intercom, and tell the stewardess, hey, my wife needs a seatbelt extender, which is what you did, which makes it even more embarrassing, okay? What is plus size? You can't just say plus size.
Well, so here's what they actually say. So it is about customers who encroach upon the neighboring seats. So they say the armrest is to be considered the definitive boundary between seats. So basically, if you're sitting there with the armrest down and you're into the seat next to you, that is what they consider needing an extra seat.
But see, this is like bullshit to me because I have been on flights at the size that I am now. I've been next to a skinny bitch, and I tell you what, that bitch was all over me. When she laid there, she was sleepy. She had to turn to the side. Her bonnet was like brushing my cheek and shit like that. Her legs crossed where her toes were touching my leg. I mean, is that not like the same thing?
No.
Yes.
It's not because she could move and not be touching you. What they're talking about.
Well, that bitch decided not to move the whole goddamn flight.
Well, and you could have absolutely said, "Get off of me," and she could.
Do you think I want to tell a black girl who made the decision to fly with a fucking bonnet on, walk through the airport with a bonnet on and slides? You think I'm trying to fucking be up in the air and get into a confrontation with her? Baby, you can lay your head all the way on my shoulder. This gonna be a good flight. You comfortable? I can fluff my shoulder a little bit to make it more softer for you. We gonna get through this ride together, okay? Like, hey, the lady about the pass by, I know you sleep, but you want me, you want granola? You want granola bar? Oh, they got them little goldfish. You want goldfish? Okay, I get you what, Diet Coke, regular Coke? Coffee? What? Sugar? Tea? What you want? Because we're going to do... Hell no, I'm not trying to get into a confrontation with her. So both of us could be on a no flight list? And for you to look at me with your head held down low, just shaking your head, waiting to the moment you get connection so you can text my mom and tell her what has happened. And no matter what you tell my mom, in her eyes, it's going to be my fault. No, thank you. So that's what I'm just saying. It is such a slippery slope right here. Because I feel like when I was fat I feel like I was contained enough by the little thingies on the side.
Right. Well, you were. That's the point. They're saying people.
So here's my thing. You were 400 pounds.
I would have fallen into this. Well.
We said next to see. That's what I'm saying. Well, like, what is the plus size limit?
Plus size means your body extends over the armrests into the other person's seat. Even at my heaviest, I could still fit between the armrests. I wasn't laying over. Like I have flown next to people who literally are 6 to 8 inches into the next seat.
Yeah.
Because that's how they had to place the rest of them. That one lady on that, what was that one show? Here's
my thing. I think that this rule should only apply to motherfuckers flying from another state coming to Texas to see Dr. Now to get their fucking surgery.
Well, they should get it for free.
Well, I'm just saying they can't even walk through the airport. So I think that is a situation. Some of them are damn near 600, 700 pounds.
Yeah, but how many of them, you've been watching that show for a long time.
Yeah.
How many of them flew to see Dr. Now?
Not a lot, because it just wasn't even safe. But yeah, there were times that they flew, and they most definitely did have to get 2 seats.
Yeah, because they literally take up the space of 2 seats.
Yeah, so it's just a slippery...
It's for the benefit of the other customers. I mean, they're doing the best they can. They can't take a loss just because someone is... requires 2 seats and is not trying to, but is essentially getting a seat for free. That's how they pay for these flights. Yeah,
but here's the thing. Airplane seats could be a little bit bigger. I think anyone could say that airplane seats could get a little... They're too close.
Well, they are. I mean, but you got to remember what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the maximum amount of people.
I get it.
It's economics in the end.
Then my thing is that if that makes a person uncomfortable, I think that people who stink should be able to, they have to fly in the back. Our flight home from Vegas, I tell you what.
Fly international sometime. See how that shit really works.
Well, when we flew home from Vegas, I tell you what, there was some guy, he was super braggadocious. Yeah, I hate a braggadocious motherfucker. He was young, and I guess he played like some level of baseball. All right. When I tell you he smelled like a 2-week-old yeast infection, it was disgusting. Like, and he wouldn't sit still. So every time he moved,
he moved and wafted.
Yeah, you smell some bean bread, because that bread is just straight up yeast. You know what I mean? And I was just like, dude, just be still. Then he would stand up. It smelled like his clothes were at the very bottom of the dirty clothes hamper. And he threw those motherfuckers on to fly. Like, to me, that is rude.
That's offensive.
Yeah. That's offensive. Like, so here we go. Like, you know, where do the rules start? Where do they stop? Because I rather have been next to a plus-sized person than that. Like, it was uncomfortable. He wouldn't be still. He kept standing up. Even when people would like pass by, he'd still be standing up. And then just the smell was so bad. Like, it just was, it was horrible.
I mean, that sucks. Yep.
Yeah, it sucked for me. Yeah, I get off the plane. I'm like, did you smell it, motherfucker? Huh? I didn't smell nothing. Well, good for you, because I was sniffing up all the funk, I guess, because it made the flight very uncomfortable for me.
Say this, boy, I'm glad they put me in business class when I go international. Because if you ever walked in the back of a plane, going to Dubai, for example, or going to Europe, holy shit, there is a plethora of different odors back there.
Oh God, my stomach is already fucking.
Well, baby, I'd fly you first class.
Well, anyway, so I want to thank you guys for joining us this week. Again, if you are enjoying the show, please drop us a 5-star review. If there is something questionable about something that I said, do not give me a 1-star review. DM me. We can talk about it, okay? Don't give me a 1-star review for one small part of a segment of a show. Come on now.
Our customer service agents will be ready to address your concerns.
Yes, I would love it. I would love if that person had like said, hey, Keisha, and people do it all the time. They're like, hey, you said this. Yeah, let's talk about it, because 9 times out of 10 you was wrong and you're thinking, and I have to tell you how I was right. And then at the end we both agree. Okay? So leave us a 5-star review. Make sure to check me out on Pink Shade every Monday. We are covering Love After Lockup. And also starting October, is it 3rd or 6th? We will be covering the newest season of Love is Blind Denver over there. And if you enjoy listening to me on Pink Shade, leave another 5-star review for Pink Shade. We love that shit. So have a good week.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.